You can link this topic, that is India-Poland relation, with GS2 paper of international relation topic. In this video, we are going to discuss these 7 points related to India-Poland relation: context, introduction, map, point of convergence, point of divergence, way forward, and conclusion. See, the context is recently Prime Minister of India, our Honorable Prime Minister, visited Poland. It was historical because in last 45 years, current Prime Minister is the first one who visited Poland. So that is the context. In introduction, you can use this one. In recent visit of Prime Minister to Poland, two nations have agreed to elevate their bilateral relation to strategic partnership, highlighting the deep-rooted ties and mutual commitment to enhancing the cooperation. So this can be used as introduction to your answers related to India and Poland. If you see the map, that is location of Poland. Poland is a central European country. You can see here North Sea, Baltic Sea, and the neighboring countries like the Germany in the western part, Czech Republic, Slovakia in the southern region of the Poland, Ukraine in the eastern, Belarus and Lithuania and Russia also. Its capital is Warsaw. Ukraine is in eastern part, and you know that there is conflict between the Russia and Ukraine, and this visit become very significant, especially from the strategic autonomy part of India's strategy of strategic autonomy. The point of convergence, we will cover this point of convergence in 5 broad dimensions, that is geostrategic, geopolitical, economic and commercial relation, cultural and developmental. Starting from geostrategic. See, you can start like the point of convergence. In the current meeting, both countries have decided that they will develop and implement 5-year action plan for 2024 to 28 to cover wide range of convergence, economic, trade, as well as the cultural and developmental partnership. Covering the first dimension, that is geostrategic, India and Poland share strategic interest in the Indo-Pacific region. Strategic interest in Indo-Pacific region. They can cooperate for the maritime security, counter-terrorism initiative. For example, there is bilateral dialogue on security in 2021 aimed at ensuring security and counter-terrorism. There is joint working group also formed for the defense cooperation, defense modernization. It is important for India's defense export diversification, as well as India is attracting to investment to modernize Indian defense sector, as well as to promote Make in India in the defense sector in India. Next is a geopolitical dimension. Two countries share common ideological perceptions based on their opposition to colonialism, imperialism and racism. So both countries share the similar value system. So that can be a point of convergence in the geopolitical, especially the multilateral platforms. Next is there is 22-member parliamentary friendship group has been formed. It was formed in 2024 only for the cooperation between the parliamentarians of both countries. Then Poland recognizes India's ambition to join International Energy Agency. So they support India's membership. Next, economic and commercial relation. If you see from the economic point of view, bilateral trade between India and Poland have seen sharp increase of 192% from $1.92 billion in 2013 to $5.72 billion in 2023. This is really significant. And the balance of trade is largely in India's favor. There is Indo-Polish Chamber of Commerce and Industry formed for the cooperation and exchange of information and the experience sharing between the industry body of both countries. It was formed in 2008. Next, Indian investment into Poland exceeds $3 billion. The firms like the TCS, Wipro have invested heavily in those in the Poland. It involves sectors like the IT, pharmaceuticals and manufacturing. However, policy investment in India is also significant with $685 million. It involves various sectors including clean technologies, electric buses, etc. This was from the economic point of view. From the cultural point of view, if you see, there are very significant relationship between the India and Poland. Take example like the festivals of India are celebrated in the Poland, which promote mutual understanding and people to people connection. To facilitate this people to people connection and cultural exchange, India have established Indian Cultural and Indian Council for Cultural Relation in 2021. Next important point is Indian community in the Poland, which is around 25,000 strong diaspora present in the Poland, which involves traders, professionals and students. Yoga has a strong presence in the Poland, their day-to-day life, as well as there are more than around 3 lakh practitioners of yoga, and there are numerous yoga centers and the teachers present in the Poland, which shows India's strong soft power. Then Dobry Maharaj Memorial, Kolhapur Memorial, where our Prime Minister recently visited in the Poland also. These are the example of strong roots of the soft power present in the Poland. Then from the developmental point of view, Poland collaborates with India on the clean energy sector, particularly solar and wind energy. It contributes India's renewable energy targets as well as the International Solar Alliance 2018. Next, CSIR, Center for Science and Industrial Research, and Police Academy of Science cooperate in science exchange. And then both countries have agreed to cooperate and facilitate early adoption of Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism, that is CCIT. These were the points related to the convergence, that is the significance or cooperation between the both countries. However, there are some points of divergence or issues, challenges between the two countries. First is geostrategic. India's non-alignment, that is the strategic autonomy, occasionally clashes with Poland's NATO commitments. India is a strong partner of Russia, which is against this NATO, and Poland is inside of NATO, which creates difficulty in building strong bonding. For example, recently the conflict in the Ukraine highlighted the divergence between the position of the both countries. In one way, Poland have directly supported the Ukraine, however, India adopted the balancing approach. Point number 2, geopolitical. From the geopolitical point of view, Poland is very close to European Union as well as the US. That limits our collaboration with the Poland in the multilateral forum, especially in WTO. As we know, there are still peace clause is inactivated by India. There is no permanent solution with respect to the farm subsidies, especially to ensure food security. Poland is inside of the West, that is the developed countries, while India represents the developing countries. There are conflict in this kind of fora like the WTO. Point number 3, geoeconomic. There are trade imbalance which is in the side of India. That can be one of the issue. Poland is seeking better market access in India, particularly in agricultural products like the dairy products. Point number 4, that is the cultural dimension. There are limited grassroots level cultural exchange. Yes, at the upper level there are, but at the grassroots level it is limited. That can hinder the people to people ties. For example, low Hindi language penetration in the Poland is just one dimension of the issue. Point number 5, that is the developmental challenges in the dimension of the development. There are differences, especially in the technology standards, IPR policies, so that can create the regulatory hurdle and make it complicated for the joint ventures, especially in the defense sector. Then what can be the potential way forward? We can utilize the Joint Commission for Economic Cooperation, which is there, to address the trade imbalances and expand the trade basket. We need to bring regulatory harmonization to address the difficulties, hurdles related to the regulations, especially in the field of IPR, SPS, etc. Point number 3, that is the cooperation in the multilateral forum like the G20, United Nations, etc. Point number 4, we need to deepen the business to business, people to people, as well as the academia to academia collaboration, not just the government to government collaboration. So these points you can use as way forward. In the conclusion, you can say that strengthening India-Poland relation requires strategic alignment, economic cooperation, cultural exchanges, and innovation partnerships to achieve shared global objectives. So this was the topic which was in the news and can be a potential question in the coming mains examination in GS2 of International Relation. PDF of this discussion you can get at the Telegram channel of Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. Thank you so much.